Introduction: A Life of Adventure. The book opens with Bear Grylls contemplating the profound influence of his life choices and the values instilled in him from an early age. Bear introduces readers to the themes that will weave through the narrative: courage, perseverance, and an unrelenting curiosity about the natural world. He speaks about the innate human desire to explore and the lessons learned from testing physical and mental boundaries. Bear acknowledges the risks involved in his adventures, but views them as necessary steps towards self-discovery. This section also sets the tone for the memoir as a story not just of survival, but of living with purpose and passion. Bear's humility shines as he credits his family, faith, and love of nature for guiding his journey. Chapter 1: The Early Years. Bear Grylls was born into a family where adventure was a way of life. Growing up on the Isle of Wight, he was immersed in the rugged outdoors, where his father, Sir Michael Grylls, taught him to sail, climb, and respect nature. Bear fondly recalls moments with his father that shaped his character, such as navigating stormy waters or scaling cliffs. These experiences planted the seeds of resilience and courage. Bear also introduces his relationship with his sister Lara, who nicknamed him Bear. Their sibling bond was playful and supportive, and Lara often encouraged him to push beyond his limits. School life, however, was less inspiring for Bear. He struggled academically, feeling out of place in the rigid structure of traditional education. Despite this, he found solace in physical activities, where he could channel his energy and discover his strengths. This chapter lays the foundation for Bear's love of adventure and his determination to carve his own path. Chapter 2: The Influence of Martial Arts. As a teenager, Bear found his passion for martial arts, particularly Shotokan karate. This chapter delves into how martial arts became a transformative force in his life. Training sessions were grueling, demanding discipline and focus that extended beyond physical fitness. Bear recalls the countless hours spent perfecting techniques, enduring pain, and pushing through exhaustion. Martial arts also taught Bear about humility and the importance of mental strength. He shares stories of his early competitions, where he learned to balance aggression with control. Ninjutsu, a later interest, introduced him to survival techniques and stealth, skills that would prove invaluable in his future exploits. This chapter emphasizes the significance of martial arts in shaping Bear's character, teaching him to face challenges head-on and remain calm under pressure. Chapter 3: School and Leadership Development. Bear attended Eton College, a prestigious school known for producing leaders. While the academic environment was challenging for him, the school's outdoor programs offered opportunities to develop his leadership skills. Bear joined the Combined Cadet Force, CCF, a student military program which became a pivotal experience. Through the CCF, Bear was exposed to military-style training, including navigation, endurance challenges, and teamwork exercises. He describes intense drills and the camaraderie formed with his peers. These experiences taught him the value of discipline and the importance of supporting others in high-stress situations. Bear credits his time at Eton with fostering his resilience and leadership qualities despite his struggles in the classroom. Chapter 4: Climbing the Himalayas. After finishing school, Bear embarked on an expedition to the Indian Himalayas, a transformative experience that solidified his love for mountaineering. This chapter vividly describes the harsh conditions of high-altitude climbing, freezing temperatures, thin air, and the physical toll of long ascents. Bear reflects on the mental fortitude required to push through pain and exhaustion. One of the most poignant moments of this chapter is Bear's encounter with the sheer beauty of the mountains. He describes the stillness of the Himalayan peaks and the sense of connection to something greater than himself. This expedition taught him the value of perseverance and humility in the face of nature's power. Chapter 5: Joining the British Special Forces. Bear's dream of testing his limits led him to the British Special Forces. This chapter provides a detailed account of the grueling selection process for the 21 SAS Regiment. Bear describes intense endurance tests, including forced marches, survival exercises, and navigation challenges in extreme environments. The SAS selection process is designed to break candidates physically and mentally. Bear recounts moments of self-doubt, hunger, and exhaustion, but emphasizes the importance of grit and teamwork. His ability to adapt to unpredictable situations and maintain a calm mindset under pressure earned him a place in the elite unit. This chapter showcases the transformative power of the SAS experience, which equipped Bear with survival skills and a new level of confidence. Chapter 6. The parachuting accident. Bear Grylls vividly recounts one of the darkest and most transformative moments of his life. During a routine parachuting exercise in Zambia, Bear's parachute failed to deploy correctly. What began as a controlled freefall quickly spiraled into a nightmare. His reserve chute partially deployed but became entangled, causing him to slam into the ground with tremendous force. The result, a shattered back with 3 vertebrae crushed, narrowly missing his spinal cord. Bear describes the excruciating pain that engulfed him immediately after the accident. He was immobilized in the middle of the African wilderness, aware that the injury could leave him permanently paralyzed. The chapter delves into his thoughts as he lay waiting for rescue, oscillating between fear, anger, and an overwhelming sense of vulnerability. The journey back to safety and subsequent treatment was harrowing. Bear recalls being airlifted to a hospital where doctors delivered the grim prognosis. He might never walk again, let alone lead an active life. His future as an adventurer and explorer seemed irreparably shattered. However, the story takes a powerful turn as Bear introduces the idea of hope and resilience. He credits his family for rallying around him, with his father and sister providing unwavering support. But most importantly, Bear made a pact with himself. He would not allow the injury to define him. His faith became a cornerstone during this period, helping him channel his despair into determination. The months of rehabilitation were grueling. Bear describes the agonizing process of learning to sit up, then stand, and eventually walk again. He speaks about the inner battles he fought daily, waking up to pain and fear, but forcing himself to move forward. The accident, which could have ended his dreams, instead became a turning point, teaching Bear the depth of human resilience. Chapter 7. Climbing Mount Everest. Just 2 years after his debilitating accident, Bear set his sights on Mount Everest, the highest and most challenging peak on Earth. This chapter captures the enormity of this decision and the meticulous preparation required. Bear explains that climbing Everest is not just a physical feat, but a mental and logistical challenge. He had to train relentlessly to rebuild his strength and endurance. This involved hours of cardio, strength training, and simulated altitude exercises. Additionally, he spent weeks researching the mountain, studying its treacherous weather patterns and routes. The narrative becomes immersive as Bear describes arriving in Nepal, where the journey truly began. The stark beauty of the Himalayas contrasts with their deadly reputation, and Bear paints a vivid picture of the villages, Sherpas, and the camaraderie among climbers. The ascent itself is described in painstaking detail. From the grueling trek to base camp to the perilous Khumbu icefall, every step is a test of endurance and willpower. Bear vividly recounts the physical toll: frostbite, oxygen deprivation, and sheer exhaustion. He describes moments of doubt when the mountain's sheer scale and hostility made him question his decision. However, Bear also highlights the emotional highs of the climb. The bonds formed with his team, the breathtaking views, and the knowledge that he was defying all odds kept him moving forward. Reaching the summit was an unparalleled moment of triumph. At just 23 years old, Bear became one of the youngest climbers to scale Everest, proving that perseverance can overcome even the greatest obstacles. Chapter 8. Transition to television. With his Everest achievement cementing his reputation, Bear found himself at a crossroads. This chapter explores how he transitioned from being an adventurer to a household name through television. Bear recounts the origins of Man vs. Wild, known as Born Survivor in the UK, a show that would showcase his survival skills to millions. The process of pitching the show was anything but easy. Bear faced rejection from multiple networks who doubted the appeal of a survival show. However, his charisma, coupled with his unique ability to make survival entertaining and educational, eventually won over producers. Filming the show was an adventure in itself. Bear shares behind-the-scenes stories of navigating hostile environments, from deserts to jungles. He describes the challenges of balancing authenticity with the logistical demands of a television production. For instance, he had to perform dangerous stunts multiple times to get the perfect shot, often putting himself at real risk. Bear's dedication to realism is evident in this chapter. He refused to fake scenarios, ensuring that every survival tactic demonstrated on the show was genuine and could save lives. Eating insects, sleeping in freezing conditions, and drinking his own urine are just a few of the extreme measures Bear took to stay true to his mission. This chapter also delves into the personal toll of fame. Bear reflects on the pressure to maintain his image as a fearless adventurer while balancing the needs of his growing family. Despite these challenges, he remained focused on inspiring others to embrace the wild and step out of their comfort zones. Chapter 9. Faith and Family. Faith and family are central pillars in Bear Grylls' life, and this chapter is a heartfelt exploration of both. Bear opens up about his spiritual journey, explaining how his Christian faith has been a source of strength and guidance. He describes moments in his life, such as his parachuting accident and his Everest climb, where his faith gave him hope and courage. Bear speaks candidly about the role of prayer in his life. Whether seeking clarity during difficult decisions or expressing gratitude for his successes, his faith is a constant presence. He also emphasizes the importance of humility, acknowledging that much of his success is due to the support of others and the opportunities he has been blessed with. The chapter takes a more intimate turn as Bear discusses his family. He describes meeting his wife, Shara, and how their relationship has been a cornerstone of his life. Bear's love for his children is evident as he shares stories of their adventures together, from camping trips to teaching them survival skills. Balancing his career with family life has not been easy, but Bear explains that his family keeps him grounded. They remind him of what truly matters and provide a sense of purpose beyond his professional achievements. Chapter 10. Lessons from the Wild. The final chapter is a reflection on the lessons Bear has learned from his extraordinary life. He identifies resilience, adaptability, and humility as the core traits that have enabled him to overcome challenges and achieve his goals. Bear shares anecdotes from his adventures, illustrating the importance of staying calm under pressure and thinking creatively in survival situations. For example, he recounts a moment when he used an unconventional technique to start a fire in damp conditions, highlighting the value of resourcefulness. This chapter is also a call to action for readers. Bear encourages everyone to embrace adventure in their own lives, whether it's exploring the outdoors or pushing personal boundaries. He believes that stepping outside of one's comfort zone is the key to growth and fulfillment. Bear ends the chapter with a powerful message. Life is an adventure, and it's up to each of us to make the most of it.